action.
What?
Are you ready?
Fascinating.
COVID-19, the pandemic. The world we knew became foreign to us. Bustling cities from New York, Tokyo, or even to Sydney became so eerily quiet you wouldn't think it's Earth. It was the lonely time. Everybody was isolated from everyone else, and there was basically zero to no contact. You were most likely in your room, scrolling on this new popular app called TikTok, or you were playing games with your friends, but it doesn't change the fact you were still lonely. COVID wasn't all bad though. You got to spend more time with your family, maybe rekindle that relationship with your mother or father that you needed. Maybe you learned to enjoy a good book once in a while, or you learned how nice it can be just to get outside and smell the fresh air. COVID was definitely an interesting time for me. I got to do a lot of stuff that I love doing, like playing games or reading, but I have many experiences that just put a sour taste in my mouth and make me offended by the good things that happened to me during COVID. I know one thing I and many other people remember is hearing the news and hearing how fast COVID is being spread, or hearing the new variation of COVID, or hearing how many lives COVID has taken.
So, what did you do during COVID?
I've got a smile on my face and I've got 4 walls around me. I've got the sun in the sky, all the water surround me. Oh, you know, yeah, I win now and sometimes I lose. I've been battered, but I never bruise. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. Janie sings on the corner, what keeps her from dying? Let them say what they want, she won't stop trying. Oh, you know, she might stumble if they push her around. She might fall, but she'll never lie down. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright.
Hello? Oh, sorry.
So, as a science teacher or a biology teacher here in McCulvic, in one of the northern communities in Labrador, one of the challenges, or one of the things we like to try and do, is to incorporate some form of Indigenous learning in that science classroom. And it just so happens, actually, one of our students, his father, was actually able to hunt a polar bear. And we were able to get access to the polar bear heart. And for us in biology, it's very common to dissect a heart for studying the heart and the circulatory system. Not many people get the opportunity to actually dissect a polar bear heart. An incredible opportunity for kids to actually see this part of the classroom, and any other type of animals we can use. Something we can bring into the science classroom that's meeting provincial outcomes, but at the same time generating that interest. Absolutely. From our experience using the polar bear heart for our dissection, we got the students, the kids got to go in and actually physically, dissect the actual organ itself, get hands-on experience, and using something that's culturally relevant. This is a part of their culture, and being able to sort of integrate that into the classroom, it's wonderful. And I think it's really important for all courses going forward, if we get opportunities to integrate any type of Indigenous learning into the classroom, whether it's science, math, social studies, if we make it culturally relevant and a little more hands-on and a little more fun, the kids will be more engaged. And that's the goal.
Probably when I was 5 and my papi Nochasak and my dad used to go off seal hunting, and especially followed them when they would go to the Shina.
Young down in Nochasak Bay, people used to seal different ways them days. In the summer they'd kill seals and have it for food and clean the skins and have it for pretty bootlegs and stuff like that. And some of the pretty seal skins you'd have white bottom boots, that would be Sunday boots. And some furry legs would have black bottom, that would be men's Sunday boots. And But in the fall, they'd seal hunt. They wouldn't seal hunt. They'd put out seal nets and catch seals, get seals. The big seals, they'd make bootlegs and bottoms and for making boots, and they keep the carcasses for the dogs. Sometimes they even did make skin lines for dogs for dogs hauling stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of using rope, they'd have seal skin line made, and they'd have to skin the seal round and round, cut it round and round, and then cut it and dry it, soak it and salt it and dry it and stretch it from tree to tree, and then make skin lines for dogs' harnesses. Back them days, they didn't do that anymore.
Yes, I think Indigenous schools should play a more active role, especially now because we are losing our ways of life. The schools becoming more involved. The up-and-coming generations could revive our ways. I am looking forward to learning and teaching our youth.
Isolation, a difficult time for everyone. Most of us had our lives impacted in ways we would have never imagined. From children to adults, the impacts were different, but the message stayed the same. One way or another, this isolation took its toll on everyone. Here are the experiences of a few students during the lockdown and how they adapted to a new lifestyle. Although our days of isolation were similar, there were unique aspects to everyone's day that represented them, their passions and resilience. Thankfully, the COVID-19 pandemic has now ended. We won't forget the difficult times, what we learned, and the things that got us through the pandemic. However, we can once again be grateful to enjoy the freedoms and activities we once enjoyed before the isolation. We are resilient.
The film you are about to watch contains scenes and material which may be distressing for some people. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Devon Crane, and on June 18th, I was hit by a car and my life changed forever.
It happened Father's Day weekend, on Father's Day actually, and he left me to go to his father's, and he did the same routine as he had always did. He gave me a kiss, told me he loved me, put his helmet on, and then he leaned in and I kissed his helmet, and he walked out the door.
When I found out about Devon getting hurt, I was in shock first and probably a little bit of denial, thinking it wasn't bad. But when I found out how bad it was very devastating. I was very upset, and I prayed a lot that he would be okay and come back to us and be Devon again.
They rushed him to the hospital, and there was a lot of unknowns, and we were there what seemed like forever, and they told us he had a traumatic brain injury. I didn't really know what that meant at that time, but I knew that nothing was ever going to be the same.
I've learned a lot about traumatic brain injuries and how they can affect not only your ability of motion and the way your body works, the way you talk, everything, but it also affects how quickly you can heal, how it can affect your attitude, sometimes bring you down. But also, Devon is so positive that everything just seemed to gel and come together and be great for him. And he learned a lot, we learned a lot, and we're still learning.
Devon has a very dry sense of humor. He finds humor in everything. So even in the early stages of recovery, he was finding humor in it. I think that humor really helped him stay positive. We were always positive around him. We were celebrating every little win. We looked for every little glimmer of hope. He always had a lot of drive and determination. He's always been stubborn, so when he was told he couldn't do something, he's going to prove you wrong, he's going to do it. So I think all of those things were in his favor to help his recovery.
I feel down a lot, but it's like, I kind of just like move on. I think that I always say that every problem has a solution, and the problems that don't have solutions shouldn't be worried about.
I think it definitely has brought people together, not only like close friends and family, but Devon has a lot of little dancers that look up to him, and his dancing has a very large impact on a lot of people, and that partly is because he's a male dancer, but it's also because of him and his personality. And at any dance competition, everyone knows him, and when his accident happened, like, dance teams and dance studios from not even just across the province, but in other parts of Canada reached out because Devon just had such a great impact on the dance community, and it brought a lot of dancers together as well.
He impacted my life when I first met him because he was the brother that I've never had.
You are a huge inspiration to me and a lot of others. So, how does it feel to have so many people look up to you?
Well, I'm like almost 6'3", so most people have to look up to me anyways. But being like a role model, it's fun, but like it's also stressful because I don't want to set a bad example. So being on stage felt like putting on an old pair of jeans. It just felt like home.
Hello, can you please state your name and age for the camera?
I'm Alishba and I am 14 years old.
My name is Maddie and I'm 14 years old.
My name is Rianna and I am 14 years old.
So Alishba, how did your life change during the pandemic?
Yeah, my everyday life during the pandemic changed so much. It was easier. We woke up later, we didn't have to go to school. I was more laid back. Oh, hey, Colin.
Hi, Alishba.
That was a good idea. Yeah. Okay, what other class do you need to get?
The gym. Can I back?
So Rianna, how do you think the pandemic influenced who you are today?
I'd say it's influenced me a lot. I'm definitely a lot less social than I was before and a lot less confident. It was especially hard for me going into my first year of junior high.
Mr. Cooper, you will be calling me by Mr. Cooper. If you call me by anything else, I will send you to the office.
Welcome to my class. My name is Mr. Hooper. I'll be your music teacher this year, and I have some rules I want to go over before I scan you. Rowdymen and hooligans causing trouble in my class. Won't tolerate. First rule, no hooligans. If I see you hooliganism in my class, you're out. You're out. You're not coming back. No talking. I see yappers in this class. If you guys talk.
So Maddie, how did the pandemic affect your social life?
Well, it was definitely different and probably tough at times. I'm very lucky I was able to stay in touch with most of my friends, but like I said, it was different. Lonely, almost.
Hey, how have you been?
I'm alright, just really bored. What about you?
I'm doing okay, pretty much the same though. Anything new with you?
Not really. I'm thinking about baking though, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that sounds fun. Well, let me know how it goes, and if you ever need a taste tester, I'm right here. So let me know.
Yeah, sure. Oh, my mom's texting me. I gotta go.
See you later.
All right, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for coming in today. The door is just over there.
So there you have it. The pandemic has changed everything. And everyone had a different experience.
During the pandemic, many people struggled, but many more came out stronger.
It's important to learn from COVID in order to grow for our future.
Yeah, I've had COVID like 6 times.
And everyone experienced it differently.